Ngito Baci etiero mfunkete yangpe mufonangan sitem Ikong. In translation, today I'm going to teach you guys how to make Ikong soup. I promise you, after this video, you're going to become a pro. So without wasting any more time, let's get cooking. Protein of choice for today is goat meat. Don't come for me. By the way, this is male goat. You can cut your goat meat into any size that works for you. I also have some shaki here. This has already been pre-cooked, but it is not 100% done. I have here my cow skin, aka ipaudo. And the reason why you want to cook all these things together is so, they marry themselves and they release as much flavor into the stock as possible. I have here okporoko. When you're trying to get more from like a particular protein, go for the head. Okay, it's like the head of the goat's meat smells much stronger than the rest of the body. So same thing applies with the fish. In case you were wondering, why is it that they always use the head to cook? It's cheaper and it's packed with a lot more of the flavor. It's already been washed, by the way. This part is very important. Season your stock, season your meat. I have here some blended onions. And I also have here blended pepper and onion. So what I have here is red rodo, yellow rodo. The quantity of this pretty much depends on how spicy you want your soup to be. My Gino Asun flavored seasoning cube. So feel free to substitute for the Gino pepper chicken because that works perfectly as well. I'm not going to be using any salt because, like I said before, this already has sodium in it. But if you feel more comfortable or more confident using salt, by all means, do that. Season to suit your own taste buds. So if you want to use just one seasoning cube, by all means, do that. Now that this is done, I'm going to be putting water in this. Now, I know somebody will say, oh, how about you just allow the meat to cook in its own juices? And the reason why I don't necessarily have to do that here is because with this recipe and with what I'm doing, I'm going to be allowing this water that I am putting here cook down. It's going to cook and it's going to reduce until it is very thick. So we're going to give this a mix. So in another 25 minutes, I expect that my goat meat should be ready. We are going to prep the vegetable that we are using for this Ikong soup. For Ikong, you need two major vegetables, and the first one is your water leaf, which is also known in my tribe as Ikong. And this is what it looks like. For those of us that are abroad in the diaspora, you're probably wondering what is a good substitute for Ikong, aka water leaf. You can also use spinach. The second leaf we're going to be using is our ugu leaf, also known as pumpkin leaf. One day I just experimented. I had leftover uziza and I used it in the soup, and it elevated the flavor of the soup so much that I added it to my recipe. So you can add this. Now, this isn't compulsory, but if you have it, I would recommend that you add it. I have here uziza leaf, and this is the quantity you would need is just a garnish. What is the ratio of water leaf to ugu leaf when you're making a Ikong soup? And my honest answer to you, based on what I have practiced, is 60-40%. Now 60% to the water leaf and 40% to the ugu leaf. And the reason why is because water leaf tends to wilt, which means you need a little bit more of it when you are making this soup. So for instance, if you are buying 500 naira water leaf, which is supposed to be like one head in some places, I would recommend that you buy like 200 naira ugu. But now I'm going to show you how to prep your water leaf. You don't need to do too much here. We're just going to pick it up. So you want to pick up a decent amount. It's important that your leaf, both your ugu and your water leaf, is very, very small. Like you cut it into very, very small pieces. So just focus on what I'm doing, because nyeneke di mbakara sendi dan explain. So make sure that your knife is sharp, but I make a nasip. Nam sure okay, Ikong fo and a case up. You're still going to run your knife through it, okay? I recommend that you wash your water leaf before you cut it. because of how tiny it is. If you cut it first before you wash it, you're going to lose a lot of the leaf in the process of washing. Uriasi be name. It's from the Ikong you start to know. And Ikong is perfect. So we are going to move on to the next one. So we'll hold this all together. Beremi. Mama, yeah, for no. Cutting your own and it doesn't look like this, so I'm done with the vegetables. I went ahead to cut my uziza because the process is actually the same. And just take a look. Oh, I made a mess. But can you see? See how tiny this is? This is how the ugu for your Ikong soup should look. So come here. My meat is cooked. The one more. I want you to pay attention to the consistency of this stock. It's very thick. Now, if you were making this as a one-pot dish, you would pretty much continue from here. I was boiling some snails here as well because I'm going to be using snails for this and I didn't want to cook the snails with the meat. Now, in this pot, I'm going to start with my palm oil. And we're not trying to fry anything here. Now we're going to proceed. Remember, I put my pepper in 2 stages. If you want it spicy, you use more. If you don't want it spicy, you use less. We're going to now proceed to put our cooked meat into the pot. Adding my crayfish. And if you notice, I added the crayfish before I seasoned it because crayfish has a lot of flavor and taste, okay? So you want to do crayfish first before you proceed with seasoning so you know how much. That way you prevent making salty food. So I'm going to take that my thick stock. Can you see it? Just a little bit of it. Adding in the water leaf. To be adding in the uziza leaf because I need the flavors of that to come out. I'm going to add in my unshelled periwinkles and lafish. With this in, we're going to give it a good mix. My oil, add the rest of my crayfish. 1 Gino Asun seasoning cube. Cover the pot and you're just going to patiently allow this water leaf to cook. Count number 1 to 70 and open the pot. You don't need to leave it here for 5 minutes or 10 minutes or 15 minutes so that it is green and it is fresh. Okay? I'll be right back. Okay, so what has happened to our water leaf? The water from it has been nicely released into the soup. So finally, I'm going to add in my ugu leaf. If you have any questions, you can ask me in the comment section, okay? It's your ugu, You don't need it to cook here for too long. Here behind this soup is that it's supposed to be fresh, it's supposed to be green, it's supposed to give you blood, you know, and all that good stuff. So the soup is ready. It was quick, well, kind of quick and easy to make. Now, if you have any questions, put them in the comment section. I'll be more than happy to answer you. With this recipe, if you follow it step by step, just as I showed you, I promise you, you would never have a problem making vegetable soup. Even your enemies, it can't stop this efere from being very sweet. Okay? If there's anything you want me to teach you how to make, you can also put that down in the comment section. Was this helpful?